get into things that are nice for folks, things that are going to make people less miserable. So obviously we're going to just sort of dive into the just a quick assessment of the Weekly Dispatch. Obviously, if you want to change your party affiliation, you've got until Tuesday, June 2nd to do so. For anybody who's really, who didn't get a chance to switch out after our last voting session, or, didn't get a chance to return to independent, if that's something you're trying to do, this is your deadline. So just something to keep in mind. There are links. Let's see here. We'll get a little bit more content up here. Yeah, so they do have links right here. Let's see. Spring tax bills are scheduled to be mailed out this week with payment due on July 1st. So yikes, and we'll see how that goes. I am a renter personally, so I can't, I don't have the perspective necessary to really fully and meaningfully weigh in on this. And I would love for someone in the community who is an owner who might be willing to come on and talk about getting through this from that perspective. I think, we hear a lot right now about rent strikes and landlords, and I absolutely think that's important. I am curious to hear about that perspective more from the homeowner, especially because that's something that we just kind of have more of in this area. It's really, it's a big part of it, and I think that matters, and it's something we got to talk about it. So at any rate, let's see here. The Community and Economic Development section, EDA, is now looking for folks for their Our Town Together campaign, where they are going to share people that make a difference in the community. So if you have somebody that that makes a difference, you want to reach out to them, send your nomination to Karen Hatcher at peterborough.nh.gov, and they can get that in the loop. It's if you know somebody that's just making a huge difference in the community, that's a really, nominate them, get them out there, help them out, because the solidarity is going to be really good. And the more people that can get drawn into that, the better. I know it's, it can be weird to look at those things and wonder if it's, curated in any fashion by people who are doing it. But I think this is really cool that they're really trying to open it up to the public and get recommendations that way. So that's a really, really good move. Let's see. Library Home Companion came back for episode 2, so you can go check that out on their Facebook. I personally have just been a little swamped, and I haven't had a chance to catch up on it yet. So that's sort of on my list of things to do for today. But we've, the cast of characters for it this time is really great. Two good friends of mine, Adam Arnone and Zach Green, both participated this time, so definitely worth checking out. Both very talented individuals, as well as the other people who were in this episode that I don't personally know, who, without having observed it yet, I would imagine are probably also quite talented. So definitely go check that out. Let's see, and then finally on that, on the Weekly Dispatch, just to catch that up, you'd still go get your burn permit. So now is definitely the time. It's been, it's been getting a lot warmer this week. We're looking at it finally being up into the 70s regularly every day. I mean, I even saw 80 ticking up this weekend, so it could get hot. But it's good. It's really good. And it's cool that people are going to be able to get out and get fires more. I'm stoked because I like the smell of campfires, so the more that odor is around in the area, the happier I am. Cool. So with that, I just wanted to sort of move back a little bit to the bridge pictures, just to show them off. And Steve Lipofsky did a good job with these photos, these aerial photos and stuff like that. It's really nice. So here's the web page, and let's see here. Yep, it's just Peterborough Bridge NH peterborough.com/photo gallery. I'll have a link in the description afterwards if you want to go check this out independently. But this is the bridge pre-work. This was while it was still open. And then things are starting to get underway, so you can see the work being done right here. So it's pretty intense. Hopefully, something else I want to do is I want to try and get down there and get some footage of it at some point too. These photos are awesome. It would be really cool to have some moving, working stuff as well. So I'm gonna be pulling that together as I can. Nice panoramic shots of the whole thing, and this is, it's pretty wild. This is a big project. It's a really big project, but they're getting moving on it, and that's awesome. So good on the town of Peterborough, and good on Steve Lipofsky for getting these photos. Thank you guys so much, and just looking forward to seeing how this project develops. We'll keep in touch, and if I can learn more about sort of what exactly they're doing, maybe we can have somebody on to explain to us more about what's going on in the images that we're looking at. I can't do it today because I just don't know, but we'll get there.